Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Big up the people them out there, you know. As earlier stated, I will be back for a live, and I'm indeed back. Yeah. Big up everybody in the building. Big up my viewers and my subscribers. Big up the people them on Facebook. Yeah, man. Marky is in the building. Tenacious Prayer Warrior. Lakeisha in the building. Big up everybody with there. Enough. Onika, what go on? What you say? You catch on early. Yeah, man. Cause me tell YouTube to stop play with the thing, man. And make sure to send out my notification. Yeah. You get notification, don't. Taik, what go on? Big up yourself in the Taik. Twist, big up yourself. Hey, you want to do early birds. Drop where in the world you are. If you're there Jamaica, drop a Jamaica flag. If you're there in a Caribbean country, drop anywhere there. Just drop a flag. Drop a flag. Track Universe, what go on? Devon Smith. What go on, Devon Smith? Big up yourself, you know. Yeah, man, we there same way, man. JD123. Where said the notification came in? Yeah, man. Me tell yourself, me rush. Me rush YouTube this morning, man. Let them know so them to send out the notification. Them a learn. Come, people, drop some flag. Flag a drop. Kimani Campbell, big up yourself. Drop some flag, people. Drop some flag. VPN. We don't understand that. All right, Onika. Etta Brown. US. Simeon. Barbados. Bahamas. Yeah, man, the Caribbean in the building, you know. Yeah, man, make we see flag them. Before we get into the meat of the matter. Yo. Fabian, forward. Well, people them there. Hey, but make sure I go drop the link to you know. Anybody want forward tonight? Well, you say St. Lucia in the building. Hold on. Simeon, are you the therapist? Simeon, are you the therapist? Talk to the Simeon. Track chat, big up yourself. Okay. Hey, you know, say me really never know say you, but me say you smart, you know. Drop a flag them now, people. Like up the stream as well. Yeah, man, big up to the people them. What go on, chat? What go on? Make we see some more flag dropping in the chat, now, man. All right, Fabian, I first person make a call. May I call Fabian? Fabian, don't say nothing when I want to say you're there live. The people they want to hear you.
Yeah. All right.
The people they want to hear you. You're there live. Don't talk nothing when you want to hear though.
We're on the road.
Hey, Fabian gets so busy, you know, people. Fabian is so busy. We can't get a hold of Fabian, man. I tell you. Onika, you have to ensure saying him forward, you know. Him too busy.
We're on the road, man. We're on the road. I mean, in a St. Elizabeth, you know, I said, a service something there.
But anyways,
Yeah,
Fabian, we call you for publicly congratulate you, you know, and the wonderful job you have been doing over there with your team. Well, I mean, you want to look up, beep, go on this. Oh, in my ear. So, yeah, we congratulate Fabian is the Western champion, you know, people. Well, the people, them might hear me. Fabian a Western champion. Seeing? Fabian coaching team to the championship people. We have to big up Fabian. Give him a big round of applause. What you mean? Work a put in. Them I wonder if a KFC there in Fabian.
KFC.
KFC shell down to them, man. The in sports primary championship, the Western leg. So yeah, man, I have to big up Fabian, man. In there, same way, he just busy as he saying up on the road. He might deal with championship after championship.
After this week, we're supposed to fur up. We have an event at a stadium this weekend. So after this week, we're supposed to fur up.
All right, boss. Big up yourself, man. Go handle your business.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah.
It look like that me have to go do a call some people, you know. Cause I want to now call and see me drop the link there and pin the link. Nobody now forward. You know, like hear me. Albert, big up yourself. I hope you heard what I said. Onika, you see me dry him out for you? Where you say, Onika? You know the tracks them way there? Is Fabian visiting good buddy? Hey, Albert, you hear the man saying there? St. Elizabeth. Don't try to mix up Fabian in a bangarang. Good buddy, where you there? Good buddy. I go call good buddy on the stream. I call everybody tonight. Welcome to the show, sir. Leonard. You're muted. Yeah, you hear me, Leonard? All right, look at Leonard now. Urban Athletics, big up yourself. See me, Urban Athletics. If you think you're bad, seeing? Okay. Just when it's sort out, just let me know. So me can add it back. Hey, Urban Athletics, see the link, let me drop the link, you know. Forward. Kimani, what go on? Yeah, next one, you know. See link drop there. Forward, no man. Make we have some discussion, man. All of the people they will love type up in the chat. On the forward, man. See door open there now, man. Forward, man. Door open. Urban Athletics. Forward, no man. You only can type. Okay. But we want to discuss some. Where's the Fabletics? He nah call it in Onika. I'm afraid. Him afraid. Him not calling in. You know why? If him calling, you're not gonna know who. You're not gonna know who if him calling. That's why I know I'm calling. Anyways, people, I'm going to bring up the screen and show you the latest. Showing you the latest what go on. Oops. I'm showing you the latest what go on. Yeah, man, ain't afraid, man. Then can't run up in the Onika. Then no say, then can't run up. So then just a yap. Then can't push up their head, man. Then push up their head, me I tell you, man. Everything splash. See it, the people? So the side up and running again. These are the latest entries right now. 387. Let me refresh again and see if nobody else are coming. All right, Makish Compton join the line. So there is the senior national champions or championship. There's the knockout U18 and there's the U23 championship. So several persons are going to be in this pool. You have 388 seniors registered so far, 337 juniors registered so far. So the knockout under 18 championships are open to athletes who are 16 or 17 years of age by December 31st of the competition year. Therefore, athletes born 2009 will not be allowed to compete in the national championship. So the person of interest here, Jaden and Omar, they're added. So man, Akira is there, man. Akira is there. So we can go through a list now. All right, so these are the athletes for the first page. See Ashanti Moore, Omar McLeod, Makeda Linton, Yannick Thompson, Navaski, Tyrese, Rashid Foster, the youth from Michael, Andal Roban, Boaji, see Boaji the people, Alana, Frederick Dakers, Richard Brown. It look maga, you know, Onika. It look maga. Yeah, one day them go have 2 rounds. Probably go straight semi-final. All right, so we can move to the next page. So the next page here. Kevin Ratri. Me never know say Ratri still around, man. Me never know Ratri still around, you know. Me nah lie, me never know. I don't remember seeing Shaquille Garden, you know. For the U23. Probably not try out for that. Zandrian Barnes. Oh, what? Wanna see how old this? Wanna see how old this? The one and only legendary. No. See Jelani Garden, the people that ask about him, see it there? Jelani Garden registered. To the people that ask about him. Carletta Bernard doing the 100. That one is interesting. I thought Carletta would have, possible tryout for the 200 meters, but the 100 meters? Nikai Bramwell, 200. Okay, come on, drop the 400 meters. Javon Francis, 400. Joe Russell, 110. Alia Foster is going after the long jump. Not a bad jumper, Cajun is signed up for the 100 and 200. That's Cajun Golson. I try Anjanette Knight. 400 and 400 meter hurdles. Michaela Moody. 100 meters. So we just browse through the senior and the known one them want to know in the junior. No, it was Bramwell Kimani. Where's the track chat? Hey, if that go on, me I tell you no. If alien name pop up on the stream right now, me I tell you say, me end the stream. To me I go happy. But guess what? It's like how people them KFC, them bleach for KFC last night. I saw me I go bleach tomorrow, Yeah, man, I saw me I go bleach tomorrow, man. Me I bleach tomorrow on the website. Yeah. I hope it no crash. But me I tell you, me I bleach. And I say bleach, me not talk bleach out my face. But me I bleach. Christopher Taylor, 100, 200. There has been a lot of discussion about Christopher Taylor's 100, 200, You know, me no say daily name. Me never say daily name in Onika. But we go and look there. We could go and look. Demar Francis 2-4. Renisha McGregor 2-4. You know, at first it was 1-4 for only Renisha McGregor. I mean, I say 1-4. That's the dynamics in a match. Apparently it was a mistake and them adjusted. Naisha Berger 1-2. Javon Powell 400. I thought Javon was going to try the 200 because he was talking something special. Let's see. Randa White 400. Javon Pinnock 4-2. Javon White 1-2. Candice McLeod 400. Odian McPherson 1-2. Me not think there's any new name, people. Jura Levy 1-2. Me not think there's any new name at all. See where I go through the Javar Thomas. He might do the 200 alone. Demish Gay 400. Brianna Williams. Somebody did ask about Brianna Williams. There she is. 100, 200. Gariel White, 400, 4 hurdles. Keto, 400 meter hurdles. Sherika Jackson, 100. Christoph Bryan high jump. One thing we know, some people did register early, you know, man. Ashani Smith 1-2. Shania Myers, hurdles. Big up Renner Biggs. Coach, you're doing prediction closer to trials. Yeah, man, I have to do prediction. And we're going to have a special guest on the prediction show now. For the first time. I want to hear the prediction. Them. Joanne Reed 400. Jaheim Stern 100 meter, 10 meter hurdles. If you notice the 110 meter hurdles look maga. Sanique Walker 400 meter hurdles. Evaldo Whitehorn 400 meter. Javon Dunkley 100 meter. Kemba Nelson 1-2. Interesting also is Alexis James. I'm wondering what is happening where Early is concerned. I'm wondering what is happening for Alexis James where the Early is concerned. She's registered for the 100 and the 200 meters. Are they trying to convert her? Is she having issues with the hurdles and injuries? Ralford Mullins registered. Shafi Malone. Oh, she probably does do the Jamaican trials. Brian Level 1-2. Roshan Clark 400 meter hurdle. Tyrese Taylor 800. Rivaldo Marshall 800. Taekwondo Tracy 1-2. What happens at this championship to people? We have to ensure that we inform you. You have some athletes who don't have a situation where their country has a championship. So sometimes they come to the Jamaica trials and just compete. Yeah? So you might see some names that you know they are not Jamaicans, but they're on the list. Tyler Mason, 110 meter hurdle. Odario Phillips, 110 meter hurdles. Mario Williams 100. Gabriel Matthews, she's going after the 200 meters. Interesting. Conroy Jones 100 meters. Gary Card 100 and 200. Mark Manley 400 200. Sean Bailey 400. Johan Blake 112. Shante Foreman triple jump. Stacey and Williams 400. Abigail Martin discus. Tanis Green 4-2. Daniel Williams 100 meter hurdles. Michael Campbell 100 200. Crystal slowly. Persons were asking about Crystal 1-2. So if you notice the color scheme, the ladies are in the pinkish looking and the men are in the regular colors. Ramon Barnsdale 100 meters. Kimberly Williams triple jump. Sudlow 100 long jump. Anthony Strawn 100 200. This is what I just spoke about. Oblique Civil 200 100. Serena Cole 100 meters. On see no name yet on don't see no name yet on want to sip on it. Samantha Hall. Kishian Thompson, 100. Johnny Hill Smith, 1-2. Crystal Morrison, 100 meter hurdles. Gabriel Wilkinson. On a synonym. Big boy Rasheen McDonald, 400 meters. That prediction I got nice. Daniel Thomas Dodd. Make we go on pre now. Cheyenne 400 meter hurdles. Answer Parchment 110 meter hurdles. Johnny L. Joseph 400 meters. Amoy Brown 100 meter hurdles. Daniel Malia Duncan. Romaldo Smythe, Rashid Broadbell, one. So it was supposed to hear the 110 meter hurdles at least them. Shania Douglas, 1-2. Nia Robinson, long jump. Sandra Davison, 100-200. Bovel McPherson, 400. Megan Tapper, 100 meter hurdles. Rochelle Clayton, 400 meter hurdles. Delano Kennedy, 400 meters. Rapidly improving Delano Kennedy. Raymond Richards, high jump. Kishana Niles, 100. And Kishana is not a Jamaican. Michael Sharp, 1-2. All right. What was space today? It'll go up to 15. So there is Nyron Wade, there is Tina Clayton, Kiri McLeod, long jump, Shade Lawrence, discus throw. Antonia Watson's registered for the 400 meters. Jodine Williams, 1-2. Nishan Ebanks, 100. And one thing you guys need to know also, chat, is that the athletes might be registered for the events. That doesn't mean they're going to compete in the event. So let's make that clear. Logica Cameron shot put DeAndre Daly for the 100. He will go. It seems as if he's registered for the U23. He has the senior age, but I'm seeing Nakak U18 and U23. I don't know if that is a mistake, but that's what I'm seeing for his name. Tia Clayton is there as well. She's registered for 1-2. So we might very well see the twins in the 1-2. Julian Ford is registered for the 1-2. More than likely just a 100. Akira, 100 meter hurdles. Nigel Ellis, 1-2. Yeah, because remember, from what I understand, Kimon, is that he has been injured. So I guess that's the reason why he came and registered for this one. Natasha Morrison, 1-2. Kerika Hill, 100-meter hurdles. Akeem Blake, 1-2. Wanna see person wanna ask for it? Shanika Ricketts, triple jump. Tishana Icklin Hansen, long jump. Odin Crooks, 1-2. Dejane Oakley, 400 meters. Shamar Chambers, 400 meters. Brianna Campbell is there. Somebody asked about Brianna Campbell last evening. Yes, she's there. That's for the 100 meters and the 100-meter hurdles. All right. We have about 5 more pages. Crystal Shaw. Shamara Williams, 100 and 100-meter hurdles. She's so talented. But I think injuries had her. Abiba Harris, 100-meter hurdles. We don't know if that is going to be possible. She did not show up for the final of the NCA's Outdoor Championship. So I hope she's okay to report. Danielle Clark, 110-meter hurdles. Who else is there? Tajay Gale is registered, long jump. Shaquina Foot, registered. Shamir Utah, 400. Malik James King, 400-meter hurdles, 400. Kimar Farkison, 800, 400. Who don't see Daniel Thomas name it, folks? What want to say? Mr. Page. Andrew Hudson's there. Shasha Lee Forbes is there. Asini Wilson is there. Orlando Bennett, the 110-meter hurdles. Ginger is there. Ginger Campbell. Genevieve Russell is there. Adele Tracy is there. Shauna K. Anderson. Demisha Roswell is there. Still have a few more pages. Nikisha Price is there. Kimali Stewart is there. Jordan Scott, one of the leading triple jumpers right now. Ajari Bloomfield. DeAndre Watkin. Shamir Blake. Bygrave. Sabrina Dockery is there. Raheem Ford. Yes, there is Daniel Thomas Dodd. Find it. Nataya Gould is there. She registered for 4 and 8. Jaim Ailes, 110-meter hurdles. They're talking about the Olympic champion, not yet registered, Jerome Campbell, 110-meter hurdles. Rowan Watson, Wayne Pinnock, Akila Smith, Leah Anderson, Chevoy Reed, Demario Prince, Travis Williams, Safia Hines, Onika Wilson, LaFrance Campbell, Gregory Prince, Lamara Distin, Abigail Wolf, Shamar Ramsey, 1-2, Nayoka Clunis, so Adrian Carr. So that's the complete list, people. 11:57. Tomorrow is actually the late entry deadline, you know. Tomorrow is going to be the late entry deadline. Yeah, man, Tajay Gale is there. So let me see if nobody else come up. No, nobody else in register. That's Makish Compton. Oh, him registered 2 times. Him registered twice. So we just hear on the news, people, that there's still uncertainty. Uncertainty still surrounding Olympic champion. As you can see on the list, no indication. We were talking about Jaden Hibbert. He has registered. Omar McLeod registered. So it leaves Cherokee Young. It leaves Roger Stoner. It leaves Elaine Thompson era. And probably a few others. Yeah. But trust me, that is what's up where that is concerned. Yeah, this is the latest. Simeon. Yeah, man, Lamar Distin is there. And as we say, 389 people registered, but some of the athletes that are registered on the senior, some of them are not Jamaicans. They are just going to compete because the J3 has made room for those persons. And I think it's the same thing on the junior section. Yeah. So there is uncertainty surround these athletes. Oh, Brianna Liston, no, she not register. Brianna Liston not going to something there. You see me? But people want to think. So me drop the link. You can hop on to the stream or you can call in so we can, have a conversation because this is very worrying. This is very concerning where the Olympic champion is concerned and a few others. But the fact of the matter is tomorrow is still there. So we have to go bleach tomorrow and see if we can, see any new names that go pop up. And also remember, several persons might have registered people might have registered and they are not going to compete. We have to look out for those things as well. So it kind of set away. It's set away. So even though we see people might register, we can't still get comfortable, you know. We cannot get comfortable. Because a man might register or a lady might register just to get in some rounds. You see me? But me I tell her, say, yo, the thing set away. The thing set away. I don't think we have ever had such a high profile athlete being linked. Last year, I heard of one of our top male athletes. A Caribbean country wanted to, you know, get that athlete, but it never worked out. So I see it as our athletes are always been courted everywhere in our world. And the fact is that, folks, chat, these countries can't show in money, you know, because them rich. Can Jamaica pour in the amount of money? I don't think so. But then can do better. They can do better. You see, athletes want to ensure that after track and field, they are okay now. Or if they want to be as competitive as they want to be in the sport, they must have some financial backing. And the federation, I mean, people might say the federation is not responsible for that. Of course, you're representing the country. You can do something, man. You can do something. I can remember when Jason Morgan come out and him talk about it and I mean him get a lot of beating for it. But at least them need the support, especially when you're a field event athletes. A lot of attention is placed on the sprinters. And that is as a result of those events being more marquee, those events being more attractive. I am a track and field fan. Me watch every anything in a track and field. Yeah? One thing me not like. All of them 10,000 now, 5,000. Me watch them still, you know, but as me say, me not like. Yeah? But if these athletes are being courted and they are in talks, there's nothing we can say or do because the federation cannot do what these people are doing. Yeah. So of course them can do better. We don't even know. All we hear is that the deal that they got with the shoe sponsor is better. We don't hear nothing, Enley. We don't hear nothing. What are they doing? You tell me, what are they doing? Because I said that they can do better. What are they doing? Can we now say Asafa Powell is vindicated? Because the people them go at Asafa, you know. Asafa get a whole heap of beating, you know. And you see now, big court in a go on. And if Asafa get the chance again, him certainly I go tell the people them say, yo, go on with it. Go on with it. Toast. If it does toast and go on with it. You know, have to vindicate Asafa now. Because Asafa was right. And when you look at it, the field event athletes, they don't get attention. If I put out a video and put a field event athlete name, or not watching it, of course you can call in Enley and see the stream link there. If you can't get through, you can click the link and forward. Because Asafa talk about this, and the people end up on him case and see it there now. Athletes I get court and big athlete. Seeing? How you think? May I ask if him get vindicated? Asafa just always seem like him mad at the Jamaican people for criticize him. May I ask if he was if he's now vindicated? Shine, you can't answer, you know. You either agree or you don't agree, you know. Don't ask me about the question. May I ask a question? Asava, just all right. From a pragmatic aspect, I got what Arafat was saying. Asafa, I want to say. Sometimes you have to do practical decisions. You don't like nor prefer, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Asafa was completely wrong. Can't believe say all no Olympic bronze medalists or Ginger don't have a sponsor. That no look good. Sad. May I tell you, if it were a sprinter, him probably would not get pick up already. Yeah, he get an Olympic bronze medal, him probably would get pick up already. Who getting recruited? The number is on the screen. It'll run at the base of the screen. Call WhatsApp. Or you can click at the link at the top of the chat to come on the stream. Did Mrs. Ricketts get some funds from JOA? JOA different from J3, you know. Brain drain, big up yourself, you know. 44 months. Big up yourself. That's track and field and a whole look at the Duplantis. He's the world record holder in the is he bigger than most sprinters now? In big man, but not bigger. Naysayers now look like clown. They disrespect Alfred preseason. Now they talk with fear. We are waiting on Civil to do something meaningful. All right, Brendan. I like the upgrade. There's the calling number. All right, Brendan, big up yourself. Them super chat there. Big up yourself, Brendan. No, me I say upgrade. Normally that drop at $2, but you upgrade to $10. You see me? So big up yourself. Yeah, man, the plant is big, but if you really check the deeper end of track and field, persons would prefer watch a 100 meter than the plant is jump. What you say, Kimani? Civil need a new coach. We are waiting for Enley for call, you know. Enley, we are waiting for call. Yeah, I don't want to start the next conversation and then him call in. Yeah, I'm definitely big in Europe. Even something that big in Europe too. War home. Them man they big in Europe. The plant is more popular than all the sprinters combined. Yeah? Really? GO get funds from OIC. Money earned by the athletes. You're just looking at Olympics, Werner. But we are talking about, look at World Championship. That is a different thing, you know. Kimani, you go coach civil. Clearly, you can do better than Glenn Mills. Oh, you mean like we do Rocky Hill? Liston missing 4 out of 5 national trials. That not look good at all. I saw a Grand Slam release today. So they are adding some Euro meets next year. And they announce a new sponsor. Not just Europe for jump man. Everywhere they know the plant is way bigger, man. But sprints got no one since Bolt superstar levels. Yeah, man. These people are big track fans. So Enley is calling in. Welcome, Enley.
What is this wagon?
We're there now. Big up yourself, you know. What you deal with?
Yeah, man. They're going easy. You know, I figure more or less more outside that argument because now you see a program. I don't need a man. I follow the program to you now. Sometimes I'm silent, but I follow the picture, you know.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Yes, as far as I am concerned, the responsibility of the DTs is very clear to me.
Is what?
If you look at it's not clear to me what their responsibilities are.
Yes.
Right?
So we don't know them JD.
So when I look at it, well, you know, really, hold on. You say it's not a government entity, you know, you're not doing to nobody and elect nobody. And it's not a people government, it's not one of them statutory body either. It's an independent association from way back from the 1930s, established by Norman Manley and friends.
What on the Enley? Enley, what on the your line sound muffled.
One second. I think I might know what's the problem. What's the problem? I think it's fun. Yeah, no better now?
Yeah, it's a little better, yes.
Okay. Hear me better now?
Yeah, man, it's clear now.
Right. Yeah, so the association was established from in the 30s until this time, doing a fantastic job. and we produce world class. Long before we have these discussions about money and who forget pay and who forget, we have been winning gold medals from the 1940 London game right through up to this time till we have done phenomenally well with Usain Bolt and Elaine Thompson, Chilean Fraser and all of these big athletes. Okay? Now, for me, the J3 has always created an environment, a framework where we have competition, that they create competition at every level, from the primary, prep, secondary, all age, right up to the senior level. And that is the primary focus of the J3, which costs money to do those things, right? And when the team travels, that's money. Sometimes if you say some of the bills, I understand, to move athletes all over when they're going into global championship and all, it takes a lot of money. Now, the J3, cannot be asked to be an association, to be financing athletes, because you have to understand, the J3 is not an association awash with cash, right? It is not awash with cash to be doing all of these nice to do things, because as far as I'm concerned, Jamaica is punching way above its weight as a small country. If you look at our per capita performance, so it means that a lot of great things are happening in Jamaica for Jamaica to be punching way above its weight. In fact, if you ask me, on a per capita basis, Jamaica is probably the greatest sprinting country in the world on a per capita basis, bar none. So that is success to me, and those things would have only come through, for example, the institutions that we have in Jamaica, champs, to ISA, to the J3s, all of those programs that we have that are funded by the J3s, right? So as far as I'm concerned, when you look at all of the expenses of the J3s, remember the J3 also have a staff. They have to pay their staff. It's not free work. They have staff different that they pay to do work for on behalf of the J3. They have utility bills. They have all kind of stuff to pay, right? And what I have seen is that they have published their annual, they have published their financial for every annual general meeting. So there's transparency to what they do. They are audited, they are compliant. Every year they publish their audited financial statements, and it passed the test. So they're a transparent entity. Now, what I think has happened in recent times, two things I'd want to say up in recent times. One is that this controversy over the Adidas deal and what Adidas has to offer, Adidas, a company that has abandoned Jamaica before, and Puma took us up when we were abandoned and has stayed with us through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Right now, there's such a thing as brand loyalty, where people who are loyal to you don't just get up because somebody push a carrot in front of you. You just cut them off and run. No, I don't believe in that. I don't trust people like those.
So you think that's one of the reasons why J3 is stuck with Puma?
Yes, man. Loyalty. You can't discount brand loyalty. You can't discount people who have been there for you in your hard times.
But in the loyalty though, Enley,
yes,
the deal was the deal sweeter, because that is important, because I know the loyalty part is very big, because we know the history.
Let me ask you a question though. Do you think I know some of those individual and the J3 professional people? Do you think that these people are idiots that would take a deal that has nothing to offer Jamaica? Do you think they are idiots to see X amount of million that they could have earned in the coffers of the J3 and just simply decline it because they have brand loyalty? No, they don't do that. But there is such a thing also in business contract, right? Which is what you would call non-disclosure clause.
Yeah.
Confidentiality clause. So even as much as we as the public is pressing to find out deals or what them get, if the confidentiality clause do not allow them to do that, if they do that, that's a breach of contract.
Yeah, I understand all
so
that.
You can't expect them to do these things, and when they lose the contract now, people say, "Oh man, you have to be professional when you're entered into contract." But it is not to genuflect to the desires of the public.
True, but we heard that if it was Well, we heard that the deal is better or equal to what Adidas had to offer.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't know the details, but that's the word I got. So me I gonna leave it there.
I can tell you something. I can tell you something off the bat. You see, during the COVID time and during other times, even when some of our athletes were not maintaining standards and all these things, the sponsorship, the J3s did not, there was no loss in revenue to the J3s. You know, if you look at the proposed Adidas deal, it speaks to maintain a certain level of performance. And if athletes do not maintain a certain level of performance, there's punitive measures.
Yeah,
you lose revenue.
You lose revenue, yeah.
Yes. So you have to weigh the pros and the cons to decide what you do. You can't just say because something looks enticing, you jump at it and not read the fine print and see how it can adversely impact you. So you have to be careful when we say these things. All I can say is that as a national association, over the things of years that the J3 have been in existence, long before some of these people who are criticizing the J3 were born, the J3 has been doing a phenomenal job.
Hold on, Enley, because I mean, if you're a public organization, you know, of course criticism is going to come. If you're an athlete, if you're a public figure, criticism is going to come.
Yes.
Several times.
Criticism must be fair and there must be a legitimate basis for the
Hold on. Me not finish, man. Because the criticism is coming because of what is out there in the public.
That's what? Which is what?
Which is what the public not seeing that they are doing.
What is it that they are not seeing that they are doing? Let us be specific now.
Yeah, well.
What is it that they want to see that they are not seeing them doing?
Athletes complain about the J3s. Athletes complain
what? To say what? That they are doing what they are not doing. What is the athlete expected that they are not getting? I'm asking you.
No, what have you heard? Because it sounds like you don't know, you're oblivious to all of these things.
No, I'm not oblivious. No, you are the one with you and others have the criticism. So what are your criticism? That's what I'm saying. What is the criticism in terms of what the J3 should be doing that they are not doing? Because you have the criticism. I am not the one with the criticism.
But I'm saying that.
So what is it that you see?
But all right.
I'm pinning you down.
You can't pin me down. No, you cannot pin me down.
No, but you're not telling me anything specific.
I told you one thing. The athletes complain about their professionalism. The athletes complain about they are not doing enough for athletes. What else you want me to say?
Meaning what? What does that mean?
Come on,
what
Enley.
is it that the athlete want?
Enley.
Those are loaded. Those are loaded terms you're using.
But
you're very loaded.
You say you pin me down.
Drill down on it.
You're not pinning me down.
No,
the answer to the question.
No, hold on there. Forget me and you meet when me say about you. Hold on there. We can't pin you down. Forget the argument about me and you be pinning you down. Let us deal with the general substantive matter. What is it that athletes would have wanted the J3 to do that they are currently not doing? That's what I want.
They have not said it. I'm telling you what they said.
Yeah, but you're not telling me. You're talking in very very convoluted, loaded terms.
But
specific.
Obviously, you're not listening. Athletes have said the J3s they're unprofessional. Athletes have said.
What does that mean?
You keep asking me. Go and ask the athletes. I'm telling you what the athletes have said.
Nothing to me because I have interacted with members of the J3s and I've seen them to be a very professional organization.
Enley, hold on. You asking me what the people them say me are telling you. You want me to go shred it down? I don't know why they say
unprofessional mean.
Ask the athletes. Ask them. Is it is it the first you're hearing that?
But you're supposed to, yes, about unprofessional. Yes, I've never heard that before.
Okay.
What I know is central to what is happening, that there are a bunch of individuals in Jamaica and outside of Jamaica who is trying to swing the sponsorship away from Puma to Adidas, and they are disgruntled about the fact that they have not had their way.
No,
that is what I know.
Enley, but J3 has not been talked about in a bad manner since the Adidas Puma thing.
No, because the J3 has settled on that issue.
You're bringing this recent and current argument People have had issue. I saw for talk about what happened before in a theme time.
No,
Other athletes talk about what happened in a film time. I interviewed Karen Stewart and she spoke about it. What you tell me, say Enley? Or not tell me, say
let me tell you something.
People them say,
coach. Hold a second, coach. Let me say something to you, please.
No, but
in no environment.
Hold on, Enley. Remember your point.
Yeah.
Me don't want you sidetrack the point now, you know, because me tell you what the athletes them say, you know. Me don't want you sidetrack.
I hear you, but no, me not sidetrack. But let me
no, me not finish. Come like you don't want to have a dialogue in Enley. Me not finish.
Yeah, what you're saying then?
I'm saying I don't want you to sidetrack what I said because I have had
I've not done that.
Public conversations with athletes who have said certain things.
Yeah.
People complain even about the relays, and in recent times, when a Franno tell them about the relay camp, and so comes relay camp come into play. Yeah, well, like I say, we have me talk things when I go so.
All right, hold a second.
No. So the people we not finish, boss. The people
no, but we have to try and make a point. Yeah, they can try to forget what
me not finish my point. Make your notes.
How long you going to take to finish that point?
Listen, you're not pinning me down.
Listen, finish the point.
Because every time I talk, you stop me, so your point not going to finish until me finish. You are acting as if the people are digging up stuff that is not there. People criticize these organizations because of what is out there in the public. People have said these things. We now make up no story. Oh, you operate, people are going to talk. You can criticize you based off your operation, you know. You can.
Am I allowed to speak now?
Certainly. We're having a dialogue.
Okay. Now, criticism will always be. Even when you're doing your best, you're going to be criticism. Criticism is not unique to criticism is not unique to Jamaica as a country. It is not unique to any national sporting association. You will always have people criticizing
but me say all of that.
Me
say all of that in the preamble. Me say all of that.
Hold a second now. So therefore, the criticism, what we have to ask, are many of the criticism justified? For example, when clubs, coaches, agents sabotage the J trade by not making athletes available for release, when communication went out to them about release long in advance, and when you see certain athletes, right, who refuse, right, to participate in release and put Jamaica in a hole now where we have to be trying to fight and find different way to qualify. How is that the J trade's fault?
Because the J.
It is not the J trade's fault.
You asked me a question and you answered.
How is that the J trade's fault? That's a rhetorical question.
No, because
there's such a thing as a rhetorical question.
I have an answer
because
for
I don't finish.
I have an answer for
you don't. No, your stand is you're finding every angle to attack the J trade.
No, I'm not attacking
That's what you are doing.
I'm telling.
That's what you're doing. I am saying.
But you not, Enley. You not reasoning. You're being defensive.
In all of this,
you're being defensive.
All of this, in all of this.
Remember,
the club.
No, Enley. Remember, you say you know people personally. You know people personally in the J trade. So you're not talking objectively because you know people in there. I know people in there too. Oh, you're going like say you don't know people.
Hold on. Does the club and their charges shoulder any responsibility in what is happening in abandoning Jamaica's effort to qualify? Do you put any blame, any responsibility on the club and on their charges who have stayed there? Because as far as I know, the J3 don't run. The J3 the sports administration.
And the administration, let me answer you. Yeah, go run the same question. Let me answer you.
Yes or no? Do they share any responsibility?
Of course, I'm going to answer you. J3s.
No, I ask if you can answer me. Do they share any responsibility? Yes or no? The clubs and the charges.
Remember, me
tell you. Do they share any responsibility?
Remember, me tell you, you can't pin me down, you know. Me, I go answer it.
No, but it's a question I ask you. Yes or no? No. I pose a question.
No.
You have to pose my question for me.
No.
Pose my question for me.
No,
I pose a question to you. Do the clubs and their charges stand any responsibility in reneging on their and the responsibility and put Jamaica in out, do you ascribe any blame to the club and the coaches? Or is it that the coach they are all exonerated and free of all blame?
That mean you have not listened to my program before.
No, but we're talking here now.
The number one responsible person in this is the J3s. I don't care what you say, what you believe.
Sir.
Listen why I said that.
It's the coach.
Listen why I said that.
It's the coach.
You're not listening.
You make your athletes available.
Listen.
Yes, no, but you try and pin me down with the blame J3s.
No, but I didn't ask you to blame them. You asked me the question and I'm answering. My answer is I will mute you, you know. I'm going to mute you and hang up your phone, you know, because you're not listening.
Well, if you want to do that in general, are you a program?
Listen, make we have a
conversation.
No, make we have a conversation. Every time you answer,
so you ask me say you're going to mute the phone.
Because you not give me a chance to talk. You ask me a question and you don't want me to answer.
But I ask you a question and you not answer me. I ask you.
But I'm answering.
And their charge. What did you say?
I'm answering. You
yes or no?
You cannot ask
yes
me.
Yes or no?
This is not a.
But you have not answered it. You have not. But you don't answer me.
All right.
No. You just say you have answered. You have not. Yes or no?
No.
They don't have no responsibility.
You just
the coaches and the coaches,
you see, you ask for the same question. No. You see, that's why
you said no. They don't have no responsibility.
So that's why you know if you ask a yes or no question, let me explain why, Virgin. You see why yes or no question. I'm gonna ask you if you repeat the question. I'm gonna give you the same answer. We are going in a circle. My answer.
When you the exam, you know, say yes or no question yet. You're not exam.
But I'm telling you that question doesn't deserve because based off my answer,
no, you
my
won't never get a yes
answer.
or no question in an exam yet. In a multiple choice question, when I ask you yes or no, you never get a question like that yet.
My objective
so
answer
you mean yes or no, but no, you are trying to deflect from the coaches.
No,
and you're trying to deflect from the athlete.
But
and you're trying to pin blame on J3s. That's what you are doing. That's your intention.
You finished? Me can't talk now.
You cannot sabotage the program and keep away your athletes. Like what we say a particular club did in world release. None of their athletes went to world release. Not one.
But
and you're telling me about the coach and their child is free of all blame. You are crazy.
But I'm telling you this, Enley. If the J3s put down their feet and anybody not come when they get selected, do not allow them to run when the championship come. You have to put on your foot as the leader. That is my answer.
That's a response. That's a response to what they do. That's a response.
Exactly.
Response.
So now that me have an answer. As someone want if you answer, you can't tell me how if you answer the question.
Quote. The response that you give is a response, but that does not relieve the coach and their responses. That's what I'm saying. But if you say to put things in place as punitive measures, I agree with that point. That's what I am agreeing with you on.
And that's the reason why I told you
that's a big question.
No, and that's the reason why I told you that I cannot answer it like that because yes, the clubs have to face because they did not send. But at the end of the day, the leadership has to take responsibility. Put your foot down. So when these people come up again, so them have to take the ultimate blame. That's why I said no. They have to take the ultimate blame.
No, wait there. You can take action now. But at the point when it happens, you cannot blame the J3 at the point when it happens. It is what they choose to do afterwards and not do afterwards, then you can blame them. But at the point when the thing is happening, you cannot blame the J3. You have to blame those who have sabotaged the program. Now, what the J3 choose to do after and not do after, then you can blame them on that. To say that they were ineffective because they should have taken that action and they did not take the action. But you cannot say at the moment when continue.
If you call somebody and them not come, right? Who you gonna blame? You say you gonna blame the person when not coming up. Me, I blame the person who is a leader because you have to take charge. If you are called,
I not take charge.
Oh, you mean I not take charge? Oh, you mean I not take charge? But you just agree with what I'm saying, no?
Wait, one. You're not listening to what I say.
But you just agree with what I'm saying.
Hold a second. At the moment when you send out your communication, right? Take one of these big clubs that none of their athletes, big established coach, we have brand name, intelligent
and if
man,
it happen year upon year and they do nothing, year upon year that happen, and it not happen.
Yeah.
And they are going to continue to do it. So if you don't do nothing as the leadership, me I blame you. That is what me I gonna do.
Yes.
Me I blame you.
If you don't have a response to it.
And the
But
secondary
at this moment, the people that
responsibility,
we are in.
the secondary responsibility, yes, you have to blame where the rejection is coming from.
No, that's not the secondary responsibility. The primary responsibility is the initial cause. You have first cause. You have first cause. I have to deal with first cause. That is the problem.
And that is your point.
The J3 could have not responded if everything well. There would not have been any need to respond a particular way if there was compliance. If there was compliance, prevention better than an ounce of prevention is better than an ounce of cure. If there was compliance, there would have been no need for us to be saying that the J3 should do this or do that. The bottom line, what we have is a set of irresponsible and vindictive set of people in sport that want to sabotage the leadership of the J3. That's what I see.
So you're saying that the J3 is perfect.
No, I'm not. Nobody is perfect. Not you, not me, not the J3 is. Nobody is perfect.
So
that's not what we are saying. It has nothing to do with perfection. It has to do with first cause. Because your first cause is like Isaac Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The first cause is the problem. The first cause is the problem. And the first cause is that the clubs, through their coaches and their charge, as held up the country to ransom. That's what they did for whatever agenda that they have. You see, if enough of these coaches were seeing things eye to eye with the J3, they would not have done it. They would not have done it. It's because some of them have not, those who think eye to eye with the J3. That's why they are doing it.
My final point on that,
their way to sabotage the J3.
Enley, I don't know who a sabotage from who wanna sabotage. My final
no, man,
point.
It's clear, man.
Me talk, no, brother.
It's clear, man. It's clear, man.
My point is that I am putting the J3 at the pinnacle of the responsibility. Because if my mother call me and me no go, that means that my mother no run things.
All right.
Because me.
Let me ask you a question. You know, me
not answer you though.
All right.
I talk and you just jump in and I say, what kind of attitude? But me, I try bring a car. Me listen when you talk, you know.
Yeah.
Be fair, man. Be fair, man.
All right, go on.
Come and listen, you.
All right, go on, stop.
If my mother call me and me no go, that means that she no run yard. See? And I will do that in front of anybody. If me do it be behind the crowd.
The analogy don't work to me though. The analogy don't work with your mother. It don't work to me. Because what you're saying to me, roading them who qualify the 4x4 team to the World Championship. Suppose the J3 decide that we are going to use the same team that qualified the team to the World Championship and let them run at the World Championship. Even if Sean Bill them come run 44-2 and another one come run 44-3, we don't care. We're going to use the same team. We're going to punish them and we're going to use the same team that qualified the team. Even if they're a slower team, would you be in support of that?
Me not tell you what I do. Me I use the same team. Me have to put on my foot.
All right, cool then. Then if you agree with that, then me agree with you on that.
Then that me has a long time, but you fail to listen.
Yeah, so me agree with you.
You fail to listen.
No, me not fail to listen.
Yeah,
no, I put it in the public. No. I put the specific scenario in the public domain with people who are listening to you. Me don't pass where you are think. Me know where you think already. Me make them say the same team will qualify Jamaica to the world champion to the world and them to run at the world championship. Not Sean Bailey, not Javon Powell, none of them not qualify the team. Me don't care what time they run. Me Tyrese Road them run at the 4x4. Because them carry with them when everybody else abandoned with.
And that's
what I am saying.
And that's why I say the J3 have to take the blame because if them not stand up.
Well, see, no, you can't blame them. You don't know what them are going to do. You don't know what them are going to do. Suppose them do exactly what we are talking about now and make the same team run, then they would have taken action.
Anyways.
So you can't say them to take action yet.
What me I get from this Enley,
they are being premature.
You and these people are friends and you don't want to be objective because you don't know if them are listening.
No, me very objective.
No, you're not.
Man, me not them. You're not. Me not them. But what?
So
but I think I am being fair.
So
I am not going to spend my time and destroy the J3. I'm not doing that. That's what some people are trying to do. I am not going to follow it that so.
So you're not them too? Me never know. You
Of
said
course, I'm not there. Yes, man.
Okay, but
Me not them. Never forget that, man.
Oh, so
I'll one-on-one, me not them too.
So now that me I tell
Me
you,
talk to
Enley,
man and not them
so
too.
now that me I tell you, the people are going to knock them based on what is out there in the public. What is so hard to understand?
Yeah, but 99% of the problem is not the making of the J3. It's the saboteurs. It's the saboteurs.
How you get to that statistics? Tell me how you arrive at that statistic.
No, man. Can we look at all the things that people are raised about the J3 and we can't concur with them. I don't see it.
For example?
And I'm not a fool. Eh?
For example?
The J3, for example, the J3 has been investing in the young talents. They are providing the necessary competition. They are honoring traveling expenses for athletes to go wherever they need to go. That is, in other words, things that are related to ensuring that athletes develop and that athletes can move about. The J3s are doing that.
Hold on. How the development part coming out? How J3 is developing athletes?
I'm going to tell you how they develop athletes. When you put on a meet like the all-comers meet, for example, and when you put on various other meet at the grassroots level coming straight up, when you put on all of those meets, what are you doing? Providing competitions for young people to participate on a regular, sustained basis. What are you in effect doing?
So you call providing competition development?
Yes, man.
Development.
Without competition, you can't develop. Without competition, you cannot develop, my friend. For example, let me tell you something with when I say J3, I'm also speaking about Jamaica, using also our facilities here, right? It's developing. Take, for example, our Olympic champion in the discus. He never train him yard with him own implement from my baby till my man and then him get great. He came through the system here that Jamaica provided for him. And has been in competition week after week, right through to champs. He never stay him yard. He come to the national stadium and all the meets across the island, wherever the meets are, to allow him to throw, to improve and to better his craft. That's part of development.
That's part.
You can't discount that.
No, I'm not discounting. I'm listening to you. You notice me now put you when you talk.
Yeah, and his money invest in these things. These are indirect support, which has a financial benefit, maybe not to the athlete, but in terms of the facilities and the infrastructure that allow them to own their talent and to develop. So, without which it might not have been possible.
So a J3 is put on all of the meets them across the island?
Not all, but a significant amount of the meet they put it on.
Tell me 5 meets of them put on where you mentioned one
all second. I mean, tell you all. So even the national championship, not an important meet.
Well, even
the national championship, the all-comers meet. Yeah, maybe we go through the list what I have. I have seen an events calendar where the J3 is put together, and it is several meets. I can send you the events calendar. It's a several meet that is booked right throughout the track and field season.
Yeah, but
right, that they have right back.
Is it a case where
and
all of
that
these
the J3
meets,
put on?
Is it that J3 is put on all these meets, Enley?
Not they couldn't put on 100% of the meets, but they put on a lot of meets. They provide competitions.
Because when you look at
are you saying that the J3 does not provide competition for our young people in the country?
You see, you never did listen because me said to you.
No, you're asking me a question. Like, I never said J3 put on 100% of the meat, but what I am saying, the J3 put on a significant amount of meat that help in a lot of competition that help in developing talents in the country at different levels of the country.
So
these things cannot be discounted.
Which meat them put on at the junior level?
Which meat? You don't know any meat that they put on at the junior level. What I'm going to do, you have an email address? I could get some stuff and send to you. Because they do. So you can have it in black and white to look at and probably can share with your audience.
Okay.
Because when sometimes we lack knowledge, and all of us lack knowledge, that's why we do things to learn, to acquire knowledge. It's not everything we know. when you apprise yourself of information, then you are more empowered to say things that are relevant.
Let me stop you there. I have the calendar. I'm just asking the question. I have the calendar of events, Enley.
And you don't say nothing
before you go around, and I'm just asking you the questions. Enley, you just answer the questions.
It's more me you're trying to embarrass to say I know.
That is not an embarrassment.
We are saying that J3.
That is not an embarrassment.
So if I say the J,
but I'm asking
if you have the thing in front of you, why are you asking me?
I don't.
Why are you asking me if you have it before you?
I don't have it up now. But
that is an irrelevant question.
It's not irrelevant
if you have something before you,
because they don't put on
before you that confirm what I say.
Listen me now.
Yeah.
Why I'm asking the question, they don't put on a significant amount of these meets that you were making reference to. I can tell you that. J3 does not put on a significant amount. So let me tell you.
Do they manage meets? Do they provide technical training for coaches to get them certified so that they can
isn't that a part of their mandate? And even if J3 even if they never provide that, there are other avenues for coaches to get education.
Stop telling me about don't tell me about even if they never did. Focus on what they do. And not in the alternate argument. And not in the alternate universe discussion. Yeah. What I am about is to say that they do it. And these things impact positively on the track and field program. Right?
But the greater, hold on, Enley, the greater good that the institution that is leading that thrust, it is not the J3s. It is GC Foster College. So me level the playing field again. And I'm not saying they're not doing anything, but the leading institution in development of coaches and teachers, GC Foster College.
Yes. And that is true. But what I'm saying, there are technical people that are internationally certified, World Athletics certified, that the J3s are having certified at that level so that they can bring that knowledge here to also. You can't discount these things.
And I'm not trying to discount them, but you think that I'm discounting them and I'm trying to embarrassing you when we're having a conversation.
Okay, fine. And the other point, this is for me, I don't know about you personally, but if this is for me as a Jamaican, a born Jamaican, Jamaica means a lot to me, right? And you see what you were saying the other day, what you were saying a while ago about whether Asafa has been vindicated. He has not been vindicated in his irresponsible rant that he made, because because he has benefited from the system too.
But in many ways.
Him can't say it as much. Him can't say it as much as he wants. He never get a dollar in him and him benefit him control. This is him wear Jamaica gears and get beam over the world. That people can see him that Jamaica gears are run. That is an intangible benefit, significant benefit. I mean, not getting a benefit.
That me, I tell you what the man saying. Like, he's not getting a benefit. That's why I make the statement to make, you know.
Coach, you a man in a court, but you know that he benefits. And to be talking about that, if he knew then what he knows now, he would not have run for Jamaica. Somebody like that has dishonored the fact that there's a country who has honored him with taxpayer money and put a statue in the national stadium to recognize what he has done. He's an ingrate. And there are people who are gold medalists who have won at the Olympics who have no statue there, and they are not making those comments.
Well,
and he has never won a gold medal at the World Championship now the Olympics. And he is honored with a statue at taxpayers' cost.
But what
taxpayers' money do it.
But what he's saying to, you know, me agree with that point.
So I mean, nobody not gonna see it.
Well, I know. Me agree with that, you know, Enley. But what he's saying,
you know, a lot of people in America, a lot of big athletes in the United States don't have no honor there. And them National Association now, they're not better for them than what Jamaican National Association do. And as I tell you, you know, there's a thing we call them management by objective. You see, if the objectives are being met, that is the crucial thing. In other words, if Jamaica is punching above its weight, that is a testimony of what is really happening in Jamaica in terms of track and field. It means that things are happening in Jamaica much better than in many other countries, because as a small country, what we have been able to realize at the Olympics and the World Championship, we are the envy of the world.
But
we are the envy of the world.
Enley, so let me ask you something. When the athletes represent the country, they don't do anything for the country?
Of course.
Okay.
But Jamaica gives them the platform to do it.
So it is.
So there's a symbiosis. There's a symbiosis between what they do and what Jamaica do for them. But don't make it so. Him say, if he knew then what he knew, he would not have represented. In other words, what he said, Jamaica do not for him. That's what he's saying.
It seems to me that what
so
he
him do
was
everything
saying,
for Jamaica. So him do for Jamaica, but Jamaica do nothing for him. He has done for Jamaica, but Jamaica has done nothing for him. That's an ingrate.
It seems to me that he wanted to indicate that after tracks, it seems as if he wanted probably, I don't know if it's a pension or some money come in at one time and all of them.
Really. Him can't get a pension. Jamaica have too much hospital problems and road problems and educational problems. We must go pay ourselves for all the athletes and watch people can't even the tryout period the hospital is so long. Machines for the critical examination not there.
Remember,
people can buy medication and that we must go pay ourselves for.
Remember,
Enley,
one thing, Enley, listen still,
Me listen, man.
No, man, listen.
But me I tell you, foolish. We spend anymore.
Me never said that, man. Me say I am probably thinking that's what he's saying. So money. I'm just giving examples, It's not like what that man say, and you just gone off on a rant.
Well, don't go down the road if I know that him say.
No, but
him say. In a business where you might think. You talk about what him say.
But him never
criticize that what you might think.
But he never clearly state what it is.
So if him not clearly state what is it that he wants?
So no, and
what in Jamaica owe him?
You see, he come back to your point now, Enley. He come back to your point. People criticize J3 because of what is out there in the public, what they see, what they hear. So Asafa is going to be criticized because of what he said.
Yes.
And he did not clearly state things. So that's the point.
So if he never clearly articulated point, what is the issue then? Because I don't understand what he's saying. Can you tell me how much money he thinks that Jamaica should have paid him and other athletes? But when I pay him, when think him who and you get.
Exactly.
Because Jamaica don't owe him nothing.
Exactly.
Jamaica, Asafa has done well for himself financially. So has Veronica Campbell. So has Elaine Thompson. So has Shelley and Fraser Price. So as a whole host of athletes that has run for Jamaica. None of them are hungry and broke and are dead. All of them have house and car and money and business and are going well. So that I don't want to hear that from them. Them are millionaires, them have money. They make life.
But
so what is it that you want after you make life? What more you want?
They will say, Enley, it's not representing the country that caused them to have these millions.
It's representing the country because I never Mars them I represent. I never Venus them I represent. That Jamaica them must represent. Them see them that Jamaican gears are run. And say, hey, see that Jamaican guy there, we're going for him. He's running fast. We're going to give him a contract. Jamaica is a brand. Because Asafa must understand. So the culture of track and field has been long before him. Jamaica has developed significant value over the years, long before Asafa born. So Asafa come inherit the culture. Asafa start nothing.
But
gold medal winner Olympic and World Championship before Asafa born.
But you have to look on it.
So Jamaica
Asafa name start call or Jamaica name start calling a sprinting significantly when Asafa touch on the scenes.
Well, Jamaica name call na sprinting when Lennox Miller win at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico, winning the silver medal and come back in 1972 in Munich and win the bronze. And Donald Quarry win the gold medal in a Montreal 200 meter and silver in the 100 meter.
You notice what
and Bert Cameron win Cameron was significant one. Him no win no medal, him no win a gold medal. Which you come tell me about.
What the first
way? Him have the gold medal?
What no, but what the first
him win a gold medal?
What the first man go sub 10 for Jamaica?
Him not the first man go sub 10.
Who?
I said it's not the first Jamaican to go sub. It's not the first man to go sub 10.
Tell me now.
Right? Raymond Stewart the sub 10 before Asafa Powell. Raymond Stewart is 9.96. And Raymond Stewart win silver medal in the 100 meter the World Championship. 9.96 before Asafa run. Stewart run 9.9 before Sap. What do you mean right first come? He means not the first Jamaican for the go sub 10. That's a lie.
So
Go research your thing again and come talk to me.
what the first Jamaican we break world record in a 100 meter and do it multiple times?
Hold on. So you skip from that, not talk about world record now.
No, me I list out some things. I mean,
Okay, so hold on.
What kind of skip you talk about?
Hold on. So okay, so I correct you this, so I make you know, so Raymond's doing before him, so I correct you this. So we come to world record now. So I have to add world record, right? But Jamaica had world record, we equal world record, you know, already, you know, with my boy with the upper youth, you know, we used to go for Calabar. Long time back in the days, you know, equal the 100 yards, you know, world record, you know.
100 yards.
Yeah, man, yeah, because you have yards and meters too. And I just, yeah, you'll have 100 yards before you have 100 meters, you know.
I know that, but that
Dennis, what's his name again? Dennis Johnson. They'll equal the world record at the 100 yards, you know. But let's say 100 meter now. Asafa, give me some glory at the 100 meter. This, right? 3 times. Okay, fine, him do it. We not discount it. We say we give him props there. But he's still not a global champion. When the world record is constant to be, not right now, Asafa don't have the world record.
Yeah, see,
world record is a fleeting thing.
Yeah, see screen, Enley. Yeah, see my screen.
No, me just call you straight.
Okay, because
yeah,
me have it up on the screen, you know. You see, you say Raymond Stewart run 9.96, and and that is not on record.
I mean, that is not on record.
No, they don't show it. Make sure, make it people.
It don't matter, but me I tell you, Raymond Stewart run 9.96.
Okay.
Raymond Stewart run 9.96. You can go do that. Me can tell you that. I'm stand by that.
Okay. Well,
Raymond Stewart run 9.96.
Unless that's no record, because
that time PB.
It is
that time PB in 100 meter.
It is stating here that Asafa, the first Jamaican sprinter to run under 10 seconds in the 100 meters, was Asafa.
That's not true. That's not true. Raymond Stewart run 9.96.
So
that is not true. That's Raymond Stewart PB. That is not true, because Raymond is one of the sub-10 athlete that Jamaica have. And he did that before Asafa went. Because Raymond run before Asafa.
Okay. All right.
Raymond, I'm a personal brethren. So I know that as a fact.
So much personal brethren. That's how you can't.
Raymond, I'm a brethren, man. Me and Raymond go primary school together. We used to run together too, you know. I'm a brethren. Call him and ask him about Enley.
No.
I'm a brethren.
Me, I don't know him.
Friend.
I don't
we grew
know
together.
No, Enley, me not say I know your best friend. I say you have a lot of personal
No, I say best, but I'm a brethren. Because we come from primary school together. Him go Campo down, me go KC. Raymond, I'm a brethren.
All right.
You understand?
All me say no, you have a lot of personal.
We're not the first to do something. Yeah, but my friend in Jamaica is a small place. I mean, know you have a lot of friends too.
No,
unless it's a Bulby you live in. A Bulby you live in. I know you don't live in a Bulby.
Yeah, man.
What's your platform where you are run? Your platform where you are running. Your platform where you depend. You must have a whole friend.
Nah, man, a Bulby you say me live in a man.
No, me say unless a Bulby you live in a, I know you don't live in a Bulby. So you must have a friend in Jamaica small. Right? But it's a good exchange. But what we are trying to say, let us apportion blame. Let us look at the system. It is not broken. There are some things that we can do to tweak to make the overall thing work. But part of it will not be for me to be a constant attack on the J3, as though the J3 is a completely incompetent and useless association. Because I will not agree with that. I'm sorry.
So World Athletics say Raymond.
I'm sorry.
World, so Enley, you get that, you scored a point there. Big up yourself.
No, but me know that me don't need them things. Me don't need them things to tell me. Me a walking data bank when it comes to them things.
So Enley.
But respect.
Enley, well, I know. Me not think people constantly bash J3, you know. People talk about J3 when an issue come up, you know. But me ask you this question. How much would I grade them out of 10? As an association, yes. In terms of what
I'm not gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, hold on.
All right.
One day if you are gonna really be honest, can you have one preferred enough?
I'm going to be honest. No, I am going to be honest. I am going to be honest. Certainly, I am not going to give them a 10, and I'm not going to give them a 1. So let me tell you what I'm going to give them. I would give the J3s currently a 8.5 because I think that there is room for improvement. And anybody who tells me that there's not room for improvement in whatever they do, I don't want to talk to them. In other words, they don't have a vision of the future to take it to the next level. But I think right now, the J3, I'd score them anywhere between an 8 to an 8.5, right?
And on what
But
basis?
I still think that there's some room.
What is the room that you see that they need to improve? Since you give them 8.5, what then would I need to improve?
Well, one of the things that I think the J3, they need probably more visibility in terms of presence and what they are doing. I would think how they market themselves and to be more visible. There are some areas that they need to have some transparency, so that
some areas
people. There's some. It could be in all areas. In some areas, it could be in all areas that they need transparency. In some, because I think they are transparent in some areas. And I think when you have something like an audited financial statement that is approved every single solitary year, that is a significant level of transparency of the business operation of the association. And that is key to me.
Well, on the Enley, but you and I know, say, there are persons who can set the account a particular way. I'm not saying...
So your mind gone now?
No,
so everybody who print them audited financial statement in the newspaper, we can assume the same thing of them then.
Of course you can assume.
So, but what is the assumption? Because if we can assume, then might as well we don't do an audited financial statement. Because we can always sit here and take the words of every audited financial statement that is done. So that is not the thing. What is important to me is that the independent body, the independent professional body that does the audit has approved them. That's what is important. None of them agree themselves and approve themselves.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it doesn't matter what you say. I'm saying there are persons who can actually fix it so that when you're graded, you get the full 10 out of 10.
Well, whether that is so or not, you and I don't know that that is so. All we know is that they have meet the approval criteria every single time. The same audited firms that audit all the private sectors and government sector is the same auditing people them who audit the J3s.
All right.
So unless those people, you don't trust them. So therefore we must trust no audit that is published in the paper then, because the same mindset that they bring to the J3 audit, you could bring that same mindset to every audit that is published.
And I told you yes.
Okay, so why are we even debating that point?
We're not debating. We're not debating.
All
right, moving on.
The bottom line is that they have been approved.
They have been approved.
Yes.
But with a caveat from my side. Moving on.
No caveat.
What do you mean by they should be audited? Not audited, sorry, marketed. What them for do for market?
All right, marketed. Well, this is the marketing aspect now. You see, let me tell you something. It's a perception. Perception colors what we think. The lens through which we look at things. And sometimes the lens through which we look at things, our vantage point, if we can do more things in the media, whether the electronic media or within the press,
when you say we,
press conferences.
When you say we?
When I say we, man.
Oh,
no, I don't
so you're part of the J3s. People in here say leak it. Him leak it.
And now hear them.
People.
I am saying.
Hold on, Enley, hold on. We don't want to hear nothing more. People, they hear that?
No, man.
The man I make we know. No, we see why man defend the J3.
You have never seen me run for any office at the J3.
No, we see why. No, we see why Enley are defending things.
No, you will not really. You will not see my name as an officer of the J3s.
Enley.
Or a director or anything. So
Enley, me catch them up, man.
You may join in the minor. No, but you may join in the minor. That's a distraction.
Y'all are laughing, you know. You all are laughing, Enley. So you know you're busted.
No, you're in the minor.
Then Enley, if you have so much friend in a J3s and I talk so.
No,
and then
I know people.
Everything line up,
I say I know people. I interact with people. I know people. I'm not a ghost. I know people and people know me.
Enley.
When I walk by, people say, what, my Ben? And I say, what, that man there, we sit down and we chat. And we move on.
Enley, move on. Because
Hello. I know people in politics too.
Move on.
I know people in politics too.
But
I know people in the government. I know people in the opposition.
Enley, yeah.
It don't mean that I am part of the opposition or part of the government.
Enley, you're moving the goalpost. We are talking about the association. What you gonna politics for? Are you see man some if it's
no, but I said Jamaica is a small country. You will know people. You know people in all sphere of endeavor.
All big country people
and
know
the
people.
is not unique to that.
But all big country people know people. I'm saying based on your argument, Enley, based on your argument of defending them and known people in there, and now you say we, that signifies to us. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, I'm defending a principle. Because understand me, Mr. Coach, is this. You see me personally, if you're wrong, he's a man of candor. If you're wrong, we'll lick you straight in your face.
But you never make we hear that yet. Defend them from your company show.
No, you know why? Because the point that a lot of people have raised in the public sphere, to me, they don't make any sense. When I do my investigation, when I analyze the thing, because I am very skilled in analytics, right? Now, when I analyze these things, it's not making any sense to me. It seems to me like there are people with ulterior motive, with hidden agenda, right? And they are using every opportunity to denigrate, right? And to tear down the J trade. That's what I get from a lot of people. You know, if somebody if an athlete to hurt them on the J trade cause it, if an athlete gets sick on the J trade cause it, everything is the J trade. You can't operate in a society like that, man. Ascribe blame to where blame must be ascribed, man. You can't just simply say at the J trade, because some people, to be honest, some people don't like the leadership of the J trade for the longest time for a number of reasons.
Which high school you support? People them on.
Which high school I went?
Yeah, people them on.
Which high school I went? I went to Kingston College.
Oh man.
I went to Kingston College.
So the people them are saying in the comment section, that's why you defend them, so cause a KC thing.
That's why I defend. But I'm a KC man always around the J trace. I mean, KC man I've been at the Elm for a good time. That is true.
See,
but
people yesterday.
I mean, but there was a point when Herb McKinley of Calabar was the head of the J trace too, and other people. And Adrian, this guy, the name again, Wallace. Those are not KC people. So why the focus is why is the focus on KC old boys who are heading the J trades? That's a non-issue to me. It's people's performance that matters to me in the end. People's perform. If you're not performing, you're just not performing. But if you're performing, you're performing. And I think the J trade is performing. I honestly believe that they are performing. Even navigating the minefields that people are creating for it. It is skillfully navigating those minefields. It is walking between the raindrops and not getting wet. Just the same.
I want to see them do that.
But they're doing it.
No, it not happen. Then you say people are bashing.
No, it is happening. No. You have some people bashing now. And when you ask them what them about, they don't even know why they bash. They're just following people and a bash. In Jamaica, that's how people stay. They just like to bash. And if you stop somebody and say, why are you doing? What is their concern? What is their grouse? They can't tell you.
They don't know.
They don't know. So I don't listen to those people. So I like when people articulate a point where I can say, okay, when they enumerate the point, bullet point 1, bullet point 2, bullet point 3, and I say, okay, these need investigation and proper research. And I go do my investigation and research, and I come back. And if what they're saying is factual, then I say, yeah, there's a point here. But suppose I do my research and I realize it's absolute garbage. It's not just rubbish. Absolute garbage. Most of what people are saying.
So you believe so them do everything with the athletes, and the athletes who are talking, they're just making problems.
I think the association, based on its mandate, its core, its job description, I think it is doing what it's. I know that the J3 has extended itself in other ways to athletes. I know that. I've asked the question. I have seen and I sat and I've asked the questions, and people have been assisted. Maybe some people believe that they were not assisted to the level that they require assistance, that could be an issue.
And you see, that is an issue, you know, Enley, because you know, and
Yeah,
the
but the
public
J3
know.
cannot be all things to all men.
No, but
they cannot do all of these things.
You're not hear what me I say. You tell me something different when
The club that make a lot of money, you know. The club making a lot of money. The club need to spend on their athletes.
Enley, you see, you're gone different place now, no. You know what this I tell me, you know, Enley, one next point come out of this, you know. This come like say you have problems with the clubs, them, you know. Seeing? And if the J3s them did that do something, why only Enley know and the public no know, the greater public no know?
No man,
and you see
man,
one say they need to be more transparent. So obviously,
I'm saying there are areas that they can don't reword what I said. I said there are areas that they can be more transparent in areas, right? To put themselves more in the public.
Another era they may talk
side.
about. Other era they may talk about.
But I'm not saying that they need to be generally more transparent.
But me not say general. We are talking about it. What them
but the J3 is not the government that has public. The J3 is not the government that has public accountability. They don't have public accountability in the way that the government have public accountability. Because the government, for example, when they collect our taxes, they have to come to Parliament and do a budget presentation to tell us what they spent for the last fiscal year and what they plan to spend for the next fiscal year, because they are beholden to the voters. Now, the J3 are not ruled in, are not mandated to explain to us in that graphic kind of way.
But
they're not.
You said they have to be transparent in some way. So why you mention that?
In some ways.
So why you mention that then if you think so, they must do that? Then not say it then.
No,
man.
but
Enley, I want thing we can tell you.
When it comes to their finances, they are transparent because they do a financial audit.
You know what?
They get an approved audit financial statement, so that is transparency, my friend.
And one thing we can tell you, know, Enley. You see, you come like Jimmy Adams.
Yeah.
Every ball we bowl, you put out your part.
Yeah.
You are Jimmy Adams.
No, man, me not part of man.
You are Jimmy Adams. You can't tell me nothing, Enley.
No, man, me make runs, man.
You used to play cricket. You don't know Brian Lara. You are Jimmy Adams.
Yeah, Brian Lara, man. No, man, I'm prolific.
Me say, you not make the runs. You score one shot tree cover, Raymond Stewart drive tree cover, yeah? You get that?
So that's 6, man. I lick it out of the park.
So you get 6 runs. You get 6 runs. But a peer party I use. Me say you're a cricketer.
No, man.
You are cricketer.
No, man.
You're Jimmy Adams. You are Jimmy Adams. Enley. You are Jimmy Adams. That may I tell you. You defend to the team.
Anyway, the long and short of it, though, sports isn't good in Jamaica. And we have been doing phenomenal well as a small nation. And we must give credit to the J3s and the leadership of the J3s. You know, and that is what must be said. Right? That the J3 is notwithstanding the fact that, you know, all organization like the J3 is imperfect. You know what I mean? No one can claim perfection in anything. But I would suggest that notwithstanding that, the J3A is a credit to Jamaica, it's a credit to the region, and they are internationally recognized as a great association. So it no matter what some people say, in terms of world athletics and NACAC and all of these major bodies and regional bodies see the J3, they have great performance grade for them. High performance grade. And that is it. A lot of countries would wish that they have a national association like us. Many countries, because they don't. And all of these countries that some of our athletes that I hear are being wooed to go and represent and all of these. A lot of these countries don't have any national association like us. They are not even performing at the level like us. With all the money that they have, they cannot produce the pouch and other countries to steal. Why they don't use their money and invest in their youth in their country and produce at the level that Jamaica is producing with relatively less money? That is to show you how great Jamaica is.
Hey, Enley.
Think, my friend.
Enley, a bad light. And as me say, me glad you call it.
Yeah.
Because me learn a lot from your conversation tonight, you know. You say a lot of things will make me do so.
I would be disappointed if you didn't. I would be disappointed if you didn't.
You know, me learn from
Enley. Never go, you just shed light. Yes.
Yeah, man, you shed a whole heap of light. Say, Apparently,
Yes.
there's a few what I call it now, disconnect with the clubs and J3s. You are the
Yes.
you are the spokesperson.
You're not a spokesperson. I'm just
Yeah,
talk truth, all right.
yeah, Jimmy Adams. Cause yeah, defend you.
No,
Now playing a shot. Yeah, appear defend you.
That's your caricature. That is your caricature, not mine.
Huh?
That's your caricature, not mine.
So now me have talk. And me have talking
Yes.
you. So
But I don't concur with it.
You don't have to concur, but yeah, Jimmy Adams, the public scene here, you know. Yeah, Jimmy Adams.
No, man.
You not play no shot.
No, man.
All you do a defend. No, man. Appear defend, you defend. You know, make
no, you are
cricket
you are doing
play.
unnecessary.
Test
You are
cricket
doing unnecessary. You are doing unnecessary preemptive strike. That's what you're doing. Unnecessary preemptive strike.
No,
which, you know, as I use the word unnecessary preemptive strike, you're under constant attack.
And that is
of the J3.
I have
never heard you. I have never heard you call the coach a club in Jamaica. So you see that club there, it now play fair. Why is it that we don't have any of them athletes at anywhere? I've never heard you say that.
Because you're not listening show. You're not listening to my video then.
No, man, I listen to your show, man.
No, you don't.
Your video then.
You don't listen then. Because if you we are talking about.
Never hear you call it world greatest coach yet. Never hear you call it world greatest coach.
You're not listening. What you mean? What you mean? Me talk about.
All right. I say I'm foolish.
Let me tell you the recent thing what me talk about. Stephen Francis said the man them for have
and him attack, and him the world greatest coach. Well, him my world greatest coach, but you have another one where I carry the label say him a world greatest coach by virtue of the fact that he produced the greatest.
You see you're not listening, you know. And
world greatest coach.
And that's why you're a defender and you're Jimmy Adams.
But you say Stevens. No, you say Steve.
Me I give one example. All right.
But
me I give one example why you have to just jump. So you show your hand again.
No, I'm not showing the hand. I'm showing it. No. But you read between the lines.
No, I'm not read between the lines. I see directly what you say. I not have to look through no line.
No, man, read between the lines.
No.
All right, yes.
All right. What do you when you call him the world best? Seeing?
Yeah.
He no send him athletes them a world release. You never see sure we talk about that. No racers. What did you say about no racers athletes no they are world there. What go on? Then can't say they don't know it.
What you say about it?
Then can't say they don't know it this year.
I never see that video there. I never see.
Go search.
I won't say I see. I never see.
Go search.
But what did you say of him? What in 3 words? What did you say about him when you saw that?
But me just say it a while ago. The man asked me what me say.
But me never hear you say about him. What
because
did you
you
say
don't listen, so go listen to yourself.
No, me not listen to tape. Tell me no, me what did you say?
But me just say it. I said, how come the racers athletes not there to meet? I walk on then can't say they never hear.
And what was the conclusion about the coach? Since you asked that question, what was your conclusion about that world great coach?
You know what me I gonna say to that? You have your conclusion.
Yeah.
Next.
No, me ask you of your conclusion. Not mine.
My conclusion?
Yeah, what is your conclusion of the world greatest coach for not doing that?
I don't have no conclusion.
Then you know, but if it was the J3 now do something, you'd have a conclusion about them.
No, I don't have no conclusion about J3. J3 now no conclusion yet. They're still in progress. No conclusion.
Oh, well, me can conclude about the world greatest.
Me know
you sabotage.
Me know you have a conclusion.
Yeah, me not I do. Me say him sabotage the thing.
You show your hand. You show your hand, you know.
No, that's something you show your hand. That's not hypocrite.
You are
the world greatest sabotage, and then I try to create a relay, a racers Grand Prix. When they know that couldn't happen this so. Like him come try to be the savior. After him the one to create the problem, him want to come be savior too. Him couldn't save nothing again. That out of him hand. That is not for him to do.
You see the hypocrisy in your argument to know.
No hypocrisy. I facts me at
you are defending.
That's not hypocrisy.
You are defending the J3s, but yet still you are beat.
Him sabotage the program and then him want to come be savior.
Yeah, beat the next
man.
No,
him sabotage the program. He sabotage the program with his athlete, but then want to be the rescuer, the savior. He wanted to be Jesus Christ, the savior. At Racers Grand Prix to give the. But in reality, me I tell you, it never happened though. It couldn't happen.
So I'm bowler, come on now. Glenn Mills is a bowler will come on now where you try to play some shot at. You see, me tell you say you're a cricketer, you know. You a cricketer.
No, but me I say me make him out of the park for 6 man. Because foolish is that man. Because we know say after them actually they expend them energy plus all of the athletes and never did that. Them couldn't come run 4 by 100 meters there, so that was foolishness. In that short window of time where you have if you run that 1, 2 or 2.5 hours for run that they meet there. And then you want to come have release. So that was foolishness. That was to make it look like, so, oh, Glenn to the rescue, the J3 fall down, and we are going to try and salvage things when I create the problem. So, let's call a spade, my general.
Have a good night, Enley. Big up yourself.
Thank you, my brethren. Big up yourself to me, too.
Me see you
we
on.
talk some more.
Me see you on. Yeah, so when I play domino, you
But show it, me not hide it.
always cover your hand. You always cover your hand.
No, me not cover my. No. That's hypocrite. Me not do that. Me show my hand.
On a double alone can
hand,
dead. What domino me I talk about? On a double alone can dead. Here. Have a good
no,
night.
Man, me beat you in a domino. Don't test me domino. You were there. Don't test me.
You can't test me in a domino. Anyways, have a good night.
I'm not gonna have a match with you with domino and show you say you're a joker. I'm one them video.
But
one game alone, no one with you. That's one game.
Two somebody can play domino. If you bring your partner, me bring.
No, man, you one man. Are you alone? No one play the domino.
Then remember, say at 28, something in your pocket, you know. You ever see man a challenge domino and play two challenge with?
Yeah,
two?
Man, me and you alone can play domino, man. I mean, you can play some draft or some chess.
Yeah, man. A chess, you
can play chess?
Yeah, man.
Let me play chess one day.
Draft for foolishness, man.
All right, let me play chess one day, and then we start about who I hide and from who I hide.
10 step ahead of you, Enley. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Same to you.
Yeah, man.
Blessing.
So, you see what go on? You see what go on, people? Enley show him hand. This now seems to be a battle between J3s and racers. Enley say it, you know. That's what me deduce from when I say all him a go around and a defend Jimmy Adams style. We find out, yeah, man say we. He must know something, you know, TV. Man say my friends or my associates. Let me use associate. You see me? That a problem. Exactly. Daniel, that a problem. Too much segregation. And when you talk against when you talk against what the federation do, them don't like it. Them don't like it. This man show him hand, you know. You cannot be playing domino and show your hand. Enley, we know who you be now. Yo, this man, hey. No, sir. Let me take off this off of my ears and rest my ears. I have to rest my ears. Yo, you see, anytime you have a conversation with someone and they aren't ready to listen and be objective, you know something is wrong. You know something is wrong. You cannot have a conversation with someone and they are the only persons who want to talk. Even when they ask you a question, they will answer about the question. Me look deep in them things there. No? I mean, no, Enley still a listen. Me look deep in them things there. Seeing? Where you say AIG? A J3 make me have YouTube. A J3 make YouTube create. Yo, me he call N man. The real time is faster than the something there. Yo, me I tell you no. Anytime you have somebody have a conversation and they don't intend to listen and have a discourse, something wrong. You ask a question and then you answer the question, and then because me I say you answer a question, you say rhetorical question. No, sir. Jimmy Adams. Jimmy Adams, Enley. Enley, just change your name to Jimmy Adams. Yeah, man, that people screen record this already, man. People screen record this already. And you see, these are the breakdown of the track and field now, you know. If you want to see, these are the breakdown in the track and field. I'm going to check your list if nobody else company here. These are the breakdown in the track and field. Division. No more person, no register. This is showing division. Big division. This big up yourself doing. This is show division. And a pity ending never know say. We dive deep into the operation of JFF. So when him a come and talk and all of these things, me know all of them something there. But you see, because him not him feel to listen. Yeah, man. And you always have somebody. Always have somebody who, if you're being objectively critical, it is a problem. But we know all I think them, man. Well, me not gonna say me know all. Let me stop it there. But we know. That's why I say me learn a lot from this call tonight. Didn't think he teach me nothing. Me learn a lot from how him talk. Anyways, Julien Alfred seem to be unstoppable. Can Stephen Francis break his drought? Because a long time, Stephen Francis now win a women's 100 meters, tightly, From when? 2021, Alien, 2025 now, and it seems as if things are get more difficult without Julien Alfred is 2022. Who win 2022? Manjo. Who I got threaten our win? Wayne Roach. Who I got threaten her? I don't know who send him. But I'm glad for you person we send him if somebody send him. Because I learn a lot, man. I learn a lot what do I go on right now. So there's some division between J3s and the clubs. Now that Manjo I said 2022, so me ask him which athlete that. Boy, down you miss a call there a while ago. My brother named Enley. Yeah, man, Him call and say people them where a bash and a chastise J3s. I do it without knowledge. Mm-hmm. It's a Shakira will show up in due time. Well, he make it more transparent. Remember, say him have friends in there, you know. So if him a tell we all of them something, yeah, obviously indirectly it come out, you know, Joe. Man, Joe, I said 100 meters. Me never said 200 meters. Me said 100 meters. Alan, you saw the J3s and the JFF setup. A hard delegates run that. Can't tell you none of that. Let's talk, sir. No, we not talk about that. Me just a say, can Franno break the drought and stop Julien Alfred? Because she seem unstoppable, you know. She seem very unstoppable. Seeing? So, Julian run right now. You see that 10.75 that Julian run? Only know she says she ease up on the line. Julian is ultra dangerous. Can Stephen Francis stop her? Does he have the ammunition? Because a twin them must step up, you know. A twin them must step up. And a twin them must step up, but look how far Julian reach. Right now, I think she can easily run 10-6, you know. Because she ease up on the line, you know. Seeing? I tell you, if Sherika get back to full fitness, she can cause some problems. Yeah, man, she really could have go faster, Simeon. I think what our athletes, and one of the next thing what me I gonna say, I don't think no fast times or extra super fast times will be at trials. Especially if on the main probably contenders. If them have to go push, them have to push. But me not think that in the back of their mind. Because remember, say them have to go probably, you know, load up back, unload again. Which might be difficult. And you see when you look on Juju's farm is dirty, you know. Wanting of a better term, you know. Juju's farm is not the cleanest. She's not the most technically gifted sprinter, you know, with her turn foot, you know. But that power and that speed is there. Can you imagine if she was more technical? Where's the Simeon 10-5? Oi, urban athletics. We know why you talk about Julien, you know. Defend a US athlete them. You know why you talk about Julien. Because I see you rush somebody over here say he might come latch on to Juju because she used to train at Jamaica. Don't come talk about her. Talk about Jefferson and Shakiri. Can the Twins get to 7-5 at least? Hey, Jeff, you know, somebody said to me they used to train at MVP, you know. Seeing? And if the Twins are running this time of the season, they run 10-9. The person said at trials they're going to run 10-7. Because that is basically how Franno operate and do him thing. That's why I say, can he break his drought and pretty much kick Julien off our feet? You get me? So it's a high possibility, Jeff, that them probably are look for go 10-7 at trials. You get me? No one can cross Julien this year, only Shakiri, and we don't know where she's at. So you said no one but only Shakiri. Look for Melissa Jefferson. Jefferson no look bad. Why we were going to skip Melissa and go to Shakiri? And Melissa run already and look very good since seasons thus far. As much as Tia is faster, I think Tina is more motivated and have more confidence. Make we see about that now. Jeff, I think she's trying to get into shape. Sherika pour out the blocks. Only one person has the top end to run past Alfred. Shakiri at that win. Tia can go 10-7. Don't see her going 10-6 this season. I agree, Taik. For some reason, I see Tina on that podium. How are you overworking, Tia? Hey. We know most medal in 1 and 2. If Jamaica is unable to match the US athletes currently, let the Caribbean do it. Charles will not have anyone going faster than 10-8. Let us see Albert, because people probably have to run out of them skin to qualify now. Stay there. Yeah, man, Julien seemed to be the athlete to beat right now. And we said that without reservation. We now pick no side, because our side of Jamaica already. But Julien seemed to be the hot contender right now. We say Franno will not allow his athletes to show their hand. So, well, it depends on the lineup, you know, and what you have to do for win. If you have to blow out of the blocks and control the race there before you can ease up. You have to have Sherika, you have to have Shelly, and you have to have some hungry college athletes forward. Hey, one thing, you know, Simeon. You know, so I don't like when people say that, but and she not start speed work. She pretty much not start taper because the championship is far. But speed work is already been done. When she do the plier box, a speed work that, you know, activate the fast twitch muscle, the explosive work that. When she do the block starts, a speed work that. I never like hear one of the thought them way there. Tapering now when you start do short. That alone is not speed work. Speed is one of the hardest thing for building a trucks. You have to start it from day one. Them athletes playing games and sending too much message. Jefferson look more dangerous to me than Juju. Wow. Why you say that, Donald? Donald, why you say Jefferson look more or something there? Yeah, that's true with her, but it's still, if you look on her upon the, when she run front on view with the camera head, she can if she ever get a little bit better, worries. The Twins will go 10-7 this year. Coach, I left that one, both them people. I'm just pointing out the obvious because you're acting like the Twins stand a chance of even coming top 5. How am I acting that way, Urban Athletics? You people always come and us because people say something, you just try to put a label on them. I'm not acting. I'm saying Julien is unstoppable. Can Franno break the drought? How is that acting like the Twin can beat and even come top 5? Why they can't come top 5? Huh? Urban, don't get cross in a man. I can see them running 10-7 at trials. I just feel like it will take a 10-6. Yeah, man, it have to be 10-6 to beat Alfred. Yeah, in the 10-6 range, from 10-6-9 to 10-6-0, you have to in that range in order to beat Juju. Could be, And you see, even with the time thing, Simeon, I don't even like to talk about the time to win, because you have to take into consideration conditions, all of these things. How fast people go run them semi-finals, whole lot of things. Julian with the start looks like a 10-6-5 athlete. The issue with the Twins will be rounds. There's a strategy to beat Julian. Look at her first 50 and last 20. What you're saying, her last 20 is not good? And her first 50 is not good? Why she's strong, You see that 200 that she had to do, 21-8, season best. Don't play with that. Let us see if Franno can get it. Coach, if Juju wins Prefontaine, it's going to be hard to beat her after that because it's going to be the race of races. My thoroughbred coming. Nobody thought she'd run 10-8, and she got 10-8. So if you want to doubt Stephen Francis Urban Athletics, you can. We are talking about Stephen Francis. Yeah, the Twins are not fully technical either, So let me clarify that too. The Twins are not fully technical either. But they have come a far way too. I remember this is year 3 they're entering into, John Epic, where you get that data from? Only Melissa can take down Juju this year. Next year is for the twins. It's not all speed at this point, coach. Jefferson is on a tier this year. So is Twanisha. She ran 10.85 this month. Shakari Richardson isn't the only US athlete that exists. Watch Jefferson. Which is why they are still working. It won't be this year. That may I ask us Debev, because I agree, no need to fast time, just qualify. Don't show their hand yet. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that girl that won NCAA 100-meter title came from Edwin. Don't know if she is Jamaican though. I just don't see Jefferson as a threat. Jefferson is a threat, man. Jefferson is a threat. The drug tour gives her that push. 10-7 will definitely run our trials. Wait till the names are added and the blog start buzzing. That's all I'll say. Hey, Jeff, me go out for the limb and say Kishina go run 9-7. And people like Urban Athletics and him friend and him crew come talk. And when it run, nowhere to be found. The 10-6 to 7 fast times we want is not necessarily at trials. It's Tokyo. Making the top 3 is what important now. Although trying to get top 3 might push. And that's what I've been saying, Elizabeth. You can't really gauge how you're going to run the time, you know. I think their athletes are going to be running for positions rather than time. Because you can't predict time this. So you have to just ensure so you're in the top 3. We're talking about 10-6 as if any of that matters when it comes to championship. Jefferson is hungry. And honestly, the bigger purses example hugely motivated a lot of athletes, including them want to be track bullies. They never show when Julien win. Championship is whole ball game. The pressure bus pipe. Technically, Sherika can beat her. The issue with the twins is they are 20 years old and still learning to perfect their craft. That is true. I'm still concerned about Tia. I did not like that pull up. Juju is mad hungry too. MJ and Juju are scared with the hunger. Julien is not unbeatable. Shaq only beat Sherika because strategy. I want Sherika stop slow down last 20. Everybody's starving. 10-8 in the semis and what in the final. It depends upon the semi where you get, you know. As me say, Wayne Roach, yes, when it come on to time prediction, I am not good at that. Me get a few right, but I'm not good at time prediction. I am thinking that the athletes are going to try and ensure that they place. So they are going after the position rather than the time. Now, if they push themselves and they get fast time, so be it. But me not think them are going to specifically say, oh, the trajectory is for Tia to run 10-7, Tina to run 10-7, Sherika to run 10-7. I don't see it that way. Although sometimes, you know, say, I believe two of them can run 10-6, 10-7. 10-7 in them legs. Seeing because they're in their third year at MVP. So I think they're gonna be poised to go there. But I don't think they are going to overly excited about times rather than trying to place. Oh yeah, let me check update. Remember, so we have a bleach pan it. All right, no new entries. No new entries so far. Why not you leave Jamaicans alone? Yeah. Urban, you are not no Jamaican. Me tell you say you can't call in because people would be shocked to know who you are. You hear? Yeah, me now going at the time prediction for trials. Placement people are gonna try defend. Shem, what go on? Samantha, what go on? Shem, I don't understand, you know. Yeah, ball for live late. You see, we give early live and you talk about Ray. And now we give late night live and you just a show up when the show got done. Shem, yeah, side here, you know. Urban, you are not Jamaican. Me say, Urban, if you are Jamaican, me ban myself for 1 day of my life. He not call in, man, because we know who him be. See me I try bribe him. You watch him, come to the front of the class. Remember, say Urban and Mike see no people. Remember, say Urban and Mike see. Boy, Rocky Hill, one brother come on the phone named Enley. I tell you, as Jeff said, we nearly fight, but we never got fight with him still. But it was an interesting conversation. I know Enley still a listener. Big up Enley. No, Jeff. St. Elizabeth in come from. St. Elizabeth in come from. Yo, me telling you, Mike C, man. Mike C, man. Urban is Mike C, people. Shem, Mike C can change the name to Urban Athletics. Up a St. Elizabeth in come from, you know. Mike C, you talk about $500. Remember, you owe people on the channel, you know. Remember, you owe people. Yeah? Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Two of Jamaica's top track and field athletes are now confirmed as Turkish citizens. You hear that? Yo, Mr. King, me do that in the early part of the show, you know. Me now go walk through that, you know. A whole heap of names. 15 pages. You know, say two of our top Jamaican track and field athletes are now confirmed as Turkish citizens. Yeah, man, citizenship sort out already. And this is where I put a lid on it. This is where I put a lid on it. Remember, say it have to do by the end of the month, you know. Before the end of the month, you do finish, you know. And living arrangement have to go on and then sitting there ready. People, that are go on pan what are go on. People, I have to end the live now, you know. I have to turn farmer, you know. Well, I know, I go get the name in the man. Just wait, no man. Wait, no man. Two hours and 40 minutes. People. Me I gonna be distracted. Trust me. No, hold on, no, me have a conversation, people. Hold on, no, man, hold on. No. You know what, me I gonna end the live because you know want the people and feel it on the live, you know. So here what me I gonna do. I gonna end the live. And as soon as me get it, I make gonna know. You see me? But me have a conversation right now. See your phone here, can't turn the screen. Seeing? But big up on yourself, people. Thanks for sticking and staying. Until next time. Peace. I know that whole lot of people are going to watch all the live, you know, with the conversation, you know. No, me not hold on AIG. That me I tell me I try ascertain. Me I try ascertain. People, big up on yourself. Until next time, off the end. Stay safe. Peace.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.